All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle. As always, we're going to be diving into the market, but more importantly, I'm going to be going over the tokens and the sector in specific that I think, despite the speculation, and to be completely honest, probably the lack of product is going to lead the charge this cycle. I think you guys know what this narrative is, but I'm going to hone in on some of my favorite current existing tokens, as well as a couple things you can get ready to farm and get in front of. The launch is coming up in this specific niche. So without further ado, let's get in the game. And as always, guys, drop down, hit that like button, and subscribe for more every single day here on In the Game and on Crypto Banter. And shout out to all of our sponsors here on the show. We have Vulcan Forged, Ultra, Dreams Quest, Game Starter, NordVPN, and Moon Tropica, as well as some of our exchange sponsors. And I want to remind you guys, I know Banter launched the Gummy token, very successful. It's like an $80 million market cap right now. And there's actually initiatives if you sign up with some of our exchange partners. Now, for a while, we have been with Bybit, we have been with Mexi, we've been with BitGet, but we do have some new exchange partners here, Blowfin and Avo, and they both have their own perks. So Blowfin here is a no KYC centralized exchange. So if you're looking for somewhere to trade, you can actually come here, no KYC. So I know a lot of you guys from the US have been looking for somewhere you can trade that doesn't require KYC. You can head over to Blowfin down below in the description, or Avo, which is options, perps, and strategies. And this is a decentralized exchange. So there's a couple options there for you guys to take advantage of and potentially be able to trade no matter where you are. And if you deposit $100, you qualify potentially for the next wave of Gummy airdrops. So signups down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and jump into the markets. And I mean, nice little bounce here today, actually 2% up on Bitcoin. And I mean, I don't want to say that this accredited to the whole thing, right? But we saw a legend in the finance space has resurfaced on Utah on Twitter today, and that is Roaring Kitty. So if you guys are unfamiliar, Roaring Kitty was the main person who basically started making awareness of the GameStop narrative back in like 2020. And I remember, I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix called Dumb Money. This one recently came on, and it's such a good movie that gives you the investing culture. And he is posting like crazy today. And I don't know. It feels like he's coming back with a vengeance. He definitely wants to see GameStop succeed still. But the good thing about this, and Crypto God John goes ahead and talks about it, is Roaring Kitty might be about to start like a meme coin super cycle. So we're seeing Bitcoin lead the charge. I bet you there's some nice kitty memes out there that are doing well also. So definitely something to keep your eyes on, especially when you see, I mean, Andrew Tate is coming through the door with tweets now. We must unite, GameStop or death. Like, Roaring Kitty is sparking up every single person across the internet, which is pretty awesome to see. So I'm super stoked to see kind of what exactly happens with this. I mean, this cycle could get wild. And if Roaring Kitty resurges, and maybe even after GameStop comes over to the crypto space, we could see some nutty gains. But the one thing we're seeing right now is retail money is there. And once the right narratives, the right initiatives come through the door, they're all aping into GameStop today because of this. So we know the retail money is there. It's just a matter of time until that narrative on Bitcoin kicks back up to the public. And then we're going to see that kind of just roll into the crypto market. And I definitely see that happening. In regards to the gaming space today, we actually see 𝗔𝗲 from Axie also saying that it looks like, and this is crazy, and I'm going to be honest, like, I don't know how many of these people are real, but nonetheless, the first 1 million daily active users on-chain app of the cycle is here. Pixels had 5,000 daily active users and was the most played game on Polygon prior to Ronin, and that's a 21,000% growth in 195 days. I would have to assume that a lot of these are bots, just from the basis of, I don't know that there's a single game in Web3 that has 1 million players, let alone Web3 gaming having 1 million players in general. I don't think we're even there yet. So interesting numbers to see here. But honestly, when we're looking across the board, impressive nonetheless. And it gives metrics to the space that we really do need. And if I'm looking across the gaming sector right now, some of the DCAs I'd be looking at, I think Crown, I think Zentree, I think Ronin's a fantastic entry. I think Wilder World, Superverse. I'm still very bullish on Katana Inu. Domi Online is coming out with some really solid updates. Playable games is pretty stable around this 0.002 level. We have Decimated, a low market cap Solana gaming token. So there's a lot of good stuff out here. Altura, we haven't been mentioning Altura as much, but they have some huge updates on the way and actually something that you guys can participate in. I'm really stoked for that to come to the market, and we'll be covering that quite heavily whenever it does. But just for sake of the news here, 1 million users on one application, I do think Ronin is so cheap at $800 million market cap. I really do think if you're going to go buy a token today, Ronin is definitely a strong buy alongside some of those other studio and infrastructures like Zentree, Beam, Myria, Superverse, etc. But today's show, we're not really focusing on the gaming sector. While I do 100% believe that gaming is going to be one of the sectors that whenever it erupts, it's going to go crazy. And I want to surface a tweet of mine really quick. I tweeted yesterday, and this is exactly the truth. Let's see here. There we go. I don't think people realize how hard gaming is going to run when the catalysts come through the door, because with Prime, Big Time, and Mavia over the last year, the gaming tokens have literally done 2, 5, 10x in matters of just a couple of days whenever gaming gets hot. So every time games get hot, some coins legit do 5 to 10x's in a week's time. It's a waiting game right now. And gaming is just waiting for the time to come through the door when we see big games like Nyan Heroes and Off the Grid come to market. So just so you know, I am still a 100% gaming bull, and most of my portfolio still consists of top tier gaming tokens. However, there are a couple of niches that you should not be ignoring. And I think the thumbnail, it should say stay poor or get rich. And here's the way you position yourself for the latter, getting rich this cycle, is positioning in yourself into this super speculative niches. Now, one thing about the gaming space, and just in reality, right, you can't have blinders on completely. The speculation is basically gone in the gaming space. We've seen a ton of crappy games come through the door. We've seen underwhelming products, underwhelming execution on marketing and airdrop campaigns and this and that. And right now, the way that the gaming market has been, kind of working is there's a brand new launch, liquidity gets sucked out of it, goes into the next launch. And that's just been the way it is because of the way that projects are now going to market so aggressively. There's 15 new tokens every single month. The liquidity just isn't there. I saw a good post today. I forget who posted it, but there's like only one TGE over the last couple of months that has sustained launch price. Meanwhile, everything else has been nothing but down. So the gaming space is really diluted right now with a bunch of new projects, as well as games that are just fighting to have the narrative. Because like I said, on AI, I have 19 coins on my watch list. But when we go to gaming, I got 103 coins on my watch list. So there's a lot of projects fighting for that liquidity, fighting for that market share. And, it's really unfortunate, but at the same time, that's just the way of the market. And it's cyclical. It's very cyclical and it's very competitive. So unfortunately, with the gaming space right now, a lot of tokens are seriously fighting for the liquidity. Well, in AI is a much more retail niche for this cycle. Now, last cycle, gaming made a whole bunch of sense. We were just off the back end of the thing that happened in 2020, 2021 with the global issue that was going on. I don't want to say it for YouTube algorithm and monetization purposes, but however, that caused an influx of people to keep playing games. Twitch streamers, YouTubers, playing Warzone, Fortnite, Valorant. It was a great time for gaming. And when crypto gaming came to the space at that point in time, it was all speculation like, wow, this has so much potential. But now we're in the waiting stages of like, we need an off the grid. We need these big games to come out and really shock the market and stay, right? But the reason why everything went up at that point in time was speculation. The speculation of gaming could be the future of Web3, and then also speculation of the metaverse thanks to Facebook. Well, this cycle, the speculative niche that you should be investing into for those similar type of 2021 gains would be AI. Now, meme coins aside, I definitely think meme coins should be in your portfolio in some sort of way in this cycle because of the attention, right? Where is the liquidity and attention right now? It is with meme coins and AI, 100%, right? So we're positioning ourselves into these different niches. I'm still heavy in gaming because I know what's going to come out of that sector whenever we do get those big catalysts. And every time the gaming sector runs, the gains are just exponential. But this cycle, AI is gaming of 2021. The reason I'm saying that is everyone is in your face. NVIDIA, one of the biggest companies in the world, really pushing AI and GPU computing. We have Sam Altman, everything they're doing over at OpenAI. We have just like the earnings coming up. We have Elon doing some stuff with AI. Every company in the world is trying to build something with AI. You know, Twitter integrated Grok, which is like an AI integration. So AI is the sector right now that the public persona feels like very valuable when they see NVIDIA at such a high valuation. And then they come through the door, and even the highest valuated AI coin is $4 billion. And that's Render, right? So I think that the amount of opportunity that these AI coins provide to the retail audience that feels like maybe NVIDIA has surpassed them at this point in time, this gives a good opportunity for AI to be that leading sector. And the lack of product, the high-level marketing, and the speculation that's baked into these things provides for a lot of upside. And I want to preface, and I know it's a long-winded, but this is all facts, everything that I'm saying. Like, with these AI projects, I guarantee you, come next bear market, 90% of them will not be existing. They will leave. They'll probably end up being rug pulls if you hold these into the bottom, because a lot of them are doing the exact same things, okay? The AI crypto business model right now, nothing's really been like innovative. So I just want to warn you, these are not things you hold for multiple cycles. You want to get in, you want to ride up this bull run with the AI speculation, and you want to get out, okay? So here's my game plan. I've been a long-term holder of Render, Ocean. Those are two of my higher caps. I'm in on Prime, which has got that AI and gaming narrative. I think as far as the higher market cap stuff as well, I would look at AIOZ. I think the AIOZ is what people call it. I think that this one does have a lot of potential if you want like a higher weighted play in your portfolio. And then, of course, you can't ignore Tau. I am not in on Tau. And I've always seen this weird narrative of like, if a YouTuber tells you about a token they're not in on, don't listen. I actually feel like it's kind of the opposite. Like, if you're willing to talk about something that you have no exposure to, like, I think that's pretty transparent in my opinion. But regardless, I don't have any Tau, but I think Tau to $1,000 is super easy this cycle. And I think that we'll see this probably floating around a $10-15 billion market cap when the bull run's all said and done. But I find the most opportunity in these ranges here. And I think actually all of these projects have such high upside, from PAL, 0x0, Desync. This is one that I'm very bullish on as well. I think this is a 25x that I had mentioned in my AI tier list on how much gains these projects could do. But I'm going to go through my favorites currently. Number one on my AI list is still GPU. I think that GPU has some of the most upside, and they're shipping updates rapidly. There's already people renting out their GPUs for AI computing power and earning on the side. And actually, as we see here, their L1 blockchain, the testnet Explorer, is now live. So whenever the GPU chain comes out, and I feel like when you look across the space, as far as like branding and the close association with NVIDIA, GPU has it. Why? Because obviously NVIDIA works very closely hand in hand with GPU, the compatibility and everything about it. So I think Node AI and GPU is my number one AI play currently. And at $120 million market cap, I would not be surprised to see this token at about $15 at some point in time. So I think today's a very, very valuable buy level, as well as OPSEC. OPSEC's gotten a lot of FUD, but the amount of big players in crypto that are in on OPSEC and that believe in what they're doing is first of all enough because it's an attention economy. But second of all, they're integrating with some of my favorite projects, XAI, which is a gaming chain. We have Myria, which is one of my favorite gaming studios. So they're actually integrating with a lot of projects that we're very close to. And as you see here, they just had a strategic partnership to advance decentralized AI. OPSEC is continuously pushing the narrative. And I think at an $80 million market cap, this is dirt cheap at the moment in time. So I think OPSEC is a no-brainer. I actually really love Blender. This is one I've talked about quite a bit. And I think this one's a great DCA as well. $73 million market cap. Like this could be $1 billion market cap super easily. And we're just talking about a 15 to 20x, which would be massive for this token. And a lot of these AI tokens, I don't know if you guys are noticing, 73 mil, 74 fully diluted, 114 to 120 fully diluted, 86 to 91 fully diluted. Now, the one thing that this has an advantage also as far as some of these gaming tokens. Now, gaming, I'm bullish on. I like what they're doing, AI and gaming, but the valuation was simply too high on launch. And now the dilution is heavy, 40 million versus 600 million. So the good thing about a lot of these AI tokens is they're already pretty diluted, and there's not many VC or pre-investor tokens to hit the market. So stuff like GPU, stuff like Blender, stuff like OPSEC, they have such high upside with really no VCs to squeeze the liquidity out of these things. So when the AI sector runs, these things have a pretty clear path to that next leg up, breaking through and seeing these new all-time highs. So as mentioned, Blender at about a $73 million market cap, you can kind of see the role of AI-driven optimization, smart analytics, enhanced security. They have their physical devices. The team is doxed as well. If you look through their Twitter, you will be able to see, their team is out in public doing things, going to conferences, showing face, which I think is very important because 90% of these AI projects are not doxed because they're probably don't have anything behind the curtain, right? But I think Blender, OPSEC, I like desync, I like GPU. When you're looking through here, I like desync a lot. I think that these have pretty good potential. If you want something also a little higher market cap, I think PAL AI is a good one. And then like I said, I think you can't go wrong with a render, with a TAL, with an IOS, with Prime. I think those are very solid. And then as far as low market caps go, I'm still super bullish on both YAI and Balance AI. Unfortunately, when these low caps get sucked into the market that we've recently seen, where even the majors, let's go look at the AI stuff, like GPU over the month is down 50%, 40%, right? And if we look at the 1 year, it's up quite a bit from the highs. It's down about 60% from its recent all-time high. So you have to consider that. When that happens, a low market cap like a Balance AI or a YAI are going to get hit super hard, which they both have. But around $9 and then around 13 cents for YAI, I think are very good buys. As we see here, the Balance AI, a lot of early Tau whales are in on this, and they're super bullish. They see it whenever the main net goes live. I could totally see Balance AI taking a huge leg up from there. So as far as existing AI tokens, this is my list, and I think that those are the ones that I'm most bullish on, the ones I mentioned, like Blender, OPSEC, Balance AI, GPU, YAI, stuff like Prime, Tau, Render. Obviously, as far as high caps, I like desync. But there's also opportunities around the corner, like Aether. Aether is building decentralized cloud infrastructure for gaming and AI. I think this one's going to launch at $1 billion plus easily. And they're doing some like campaigns currently for airdrops. So if you haven't checked this one out, I definitely would. And then as covered last week, get your Prime bags ready to farm Wayfinder. This project here, the prompt token, I think is going to be massive. And so Wayfinder responds to this tweet, and you're still so early. There's 9,000 followers on this project. I think this is going to be a gem that 45% of the token supply is going to Prime stakers. Like, huge opportunity for all of us that got in on Prime super cheap to stake some of our bags and get this project early. So by 2030, the combined market value of smart contract platforms driven by AI could reach 15 trillion and 25 trillion. Well, what does Wayfinder AI do? That exact thing. It's bridging, swapping, sending, stake across multiple different chains, all at the click of a button or the type of a keyboard or your touchscreen or whatever the case is. So like that is exactly the addressable market that Wayfinder AI is going for. So I have to say, like, I'm super bullish. I will be putting a big Prime bag to stake for the prompt token. And I know a lot of smart money investors are going to be doing the same. So just to summarize, guys, I do think AI, as far as speculation, marketing level, and public sentiment, I think it's one of the most addressable and open like markets for the retail investors to come through the door with a lack of understanding of what these projects do, but they're going to be aping in because of the fact that they're AI, and that's all they're looking for, right? And in order, I think memes, AI, RWA, and gaming, I think those four niches, if you package your portfolio correctly, that can really potentially change your life this cycle if you make the right moves. And also, look, I know a lot of you who watched this video did not watch the Friday video because it's funny. You tell people 100x gems, they're rushing to the door. I want to watch this video. But you tell someone how to take profits in the top of the cycle, no one wants to watch it. So go watch Friday's video. I really do think it was one of the most insightful, valuable videos I've ever posted on this channel. So go check that out after this video. But I'm stacking AI. I'm stacking gaming. I have some RWA. I have my meme coin plays. But I think AI is going to be that retail niche outside of meme coins that could propel your portfolio to hit your goals this cycle. And that takes away nothing from my gaming conviction, but gaming is just moving a little bit slower. So you want to be you want your eyes, on the prize, and you want to make sure that you're allocating into the correct niches. For me, like I said, that's gaming, memes, AI, RWA. And then a quick shout out to our sponsors here on In the Game. We have Moon Tropica on the way. Their closed beta is on the horizon. And I have to say, like, talking to this team so much, I'm very bullish. And now I understand why the token had that monstrous move. And I actually think right now, Moon Tropica could be a fantastic DCA. As you see here, I was playing with the team. I got turned into a meme here. They daze me with one of these attacks, and then they throw me and hit me with a rock midair. But that's the beauty of this game, is that it actually provides memeability and stuff you could play with your community and actually make content around. So super excited about Moon Tropica and everything they have around the corner. We have Ultra, which, like I've said multiple times, I think is super undervalued. I watch other creators. I saw Miles still has Ultra in his portfolio. I still have Ultra in my portfolio. And also, this is the app that really is driving my conviction. It's their first-person shooter exclusively on Ultra. I think that this could be the killer app, so to speak, that brings users through the door. They also just launched their blockchain to the public. You can see here, your next mission begins in Equilibrium. Explore the abandoned offices of the Citadel, where corporate secrets and hidden treasures awake. Stay sharp, and you may unravel the dark truths hidden within. So, pretty cool stuff happening over here for Project Citadel as well. Like I said, check out our exchange partners as well down below, from Bybit, Mexi, to Blowfin, to Avo, to BitGet. All these can qualify you potentially to get involved with the airdrop going on for Gummy. So links down below in the description, and I believe instructions for how to qualify as well. But more importantly, for my people who can't trade on these other exchanges, Blowfin is literally no KYC. Check it out down below in the description, as well as a decentralized exchange for all of your trading. So check those out in the links down below. And I'll be back with multiple shows this week. I think we'll also be doing some collab shows with some of the other hosts, as well as maybe a weekend show. So guys, tune in throughout the week. I'll be back later this week with more videos updating on the market, things I'm seeing, narratives I'm honing in on, and potentially some new coins that I'm stacking during these times. So like the video, subscribe down below, and I'll see y'all on the next one. As always, play well, my friends.